Good day, everybody. We're going to talk about how to maximize your investments in gold. This is Awanda data on MotoWave. So let me just show you some of the things here. So first off, we have platinum, and you can see here we've got a decent little run up with platinum. Other people are talking about this is gold, copper is not much, up to 420 and sort of drift back, and then we get in the exciting stuff. Now you'll see it's all in US dollar. The next ones we're going to start focusing on, this one I've already talked about in the podcast, is basically the gold-silver ratio. As you can see there, it's a steady incline, meaning risk is going up. If you look at probably a 3-month might show you on the global risk that we're talking about. Remember, this is a gold-silver ratio. I think this is the only data provider I've seen that uses this. Let me go to the 1 month. So you can see here, this is 08. That's how much risk there was. 09, and then it came back down when they flooded the market with printed money. The market started to go back up with global risk. Then it peaked here in 2020. And they came back down when they put in that how many trillions of dollars into the U.S. market, and it suddenly started to increase again. So only with January, I don't know why it's increasing here or why it decreased here, but at the end of the day, it's still increasing, so that's obviously not a good sign. So let's get into the gold. So this is XAU. So you'll see here we have different currencies. So depending upon the currency, you can see that we have a nice significant run up here in Singapore dollar. So depending upon the currency you hold your gold in, or in this case the CFD, you may get better performance with weaker currencies. You can see here where it went from on the 28th of February 24.39, that's Singapore Hong Kong dollars, to about 24.93. So that's a big increase there. With New Zealand, if you were to look at the percentage, so here at 29.20, that's at 29.85 again, New Zealand dollar. Now this is in Japanese yen. This might be in yen. 23rd at 24. Sorry, that's 245,000 yen, all the way up to 250,000 yen. So you can see, depending upon the steepness of the currency, you can get better performance and eke out better performance holding different currencies with gold. Same here. Now this is in Hong Kong dollar. So you can see here, this is at 14,000, and then it went up to, so 14,200, 14,550. So you can just do the math between those dates to see which one gets you a better run up. Again, here in euro, you've got 1704, 28 to 1742. That's not much of an increase. Here in the Swiss franc, we've got here again 1691, all the way up to 1735. Not much, but I think the Singapore dollar would give you the best boost. Here in the Australian dollar, roughly 21st at 26.63. Again, this is Australian dollar to 27.45. And again, one thing I need to highlight here is you don't see US dollar. I know XAU exists for US dollar, as well as a Canadian dollar. What I could do here is I could just show you here. So for XAU, US dollar, let's see how that's doing. So again, it's not much of an increase there. So from, let's say, the 27th or the 28th, price 1812, 1853. So that's fairly suppressed increase compared to, again, the Singapore dollar. Let me just pull that up just so you can get a comparison. I think that was the best one yet. And maybe the New Zealand dollar as well. We'll just do that as well, just to compare. So I'll also do the Canadian dollar as well. So XAU and Canadian dollar. So you get all the major currencies here. So that's gone from, in Canadian dollar, 24.62 to 25. Sorry, that price there at 24.58. I get it from down here on the bottom left here. So that's 24.61 to 25.20. Not much of a boost there. But again, when you look at the New Zealand dollar, 29.28 to 20. Hang on here. Is it 29? Yeah, 29.31 to 29.86. It's just more steep there. So I'm assuming that there will be better performance in a shorter period of time. And what was the other one that did well? It was a Singapore dollar as well. Yeah, so that's the Singapore dollar I just gave you. Yeah, here. So 20. So is that right? 27.59. That's silver. Yeah, here. So okay. So here is gold. Yeah. So let me repeat that. 24.48 to 24.94, and then the New Zealand is the last one. So it was either Singapore or New Zealand. Just looks more steep there. 29.27 to 29.86. So it just seems slightly better because it's just steeper. I don't know. I'm just highlighting that, and then when you go into the same world of silver here, let me load that up. So the first one here is silver, Singapore dollar. Very little of an increase there. 27 to roughly 28.60. New Zealand. And again, if you were to compare, so here we got 33.39. That's New Zealand, all the way up to 34. So again, Japanese yen, silver and Japanese yen. See how flat it is? So here we're going back roughly at 2,800 up to 28.83. So it barely budged there for the Japanese yen. Hong Kong dollar, yeah, it's barely moving there. I won't even bother. We got the British pound. I forgot to do for silver, but look how flat that is. How is silver slightly better? So here with the British pound, it's 17.09 to 17.67. Not much. Did I look at the euro? Yeah, so we're looking at 19.29 to 20.02. With the franc, yeah, it's not moving much there. 19.11 to 19.80 roughly. Here's a Canadian dollar. 27 to about 28. And then we also have to do the Australian. So we're looking at approximately 30.29 to 31.39. So overall, it's not moving a whole lot. And let me just pull up the US dollar, XAG USD. So it's silver against the US dollar. So let's go here, 20.60 to 21.20. So it's not much of a mover there. And I forgot to also do XAU in GBP, which is the British pound. No, I'm sorry. So again, it's XAU to GBP. So that's from 15.05 to 15.41. That's pretty well it. What I will say is, let me just pull up our new web design on the website's completed. So if you go to books 2 for now. I'll probably update this, but this is what it looks like for the same overall design for our book if you want for the PDF. On top of that, I'm going to be offering a complete back end to our most recent webinars. So it's about 4 of them: dividend income, CBDC, ESG, and I believe the other one's create your own bank. That's pretty well it. And thanks for watching. More to come.